Hey everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Hasbro Spider-Man Retro Series Shocker. If you were in my live stream on TikTok, you saw that I was able to pick this up at my local Target. I used the app, said it was in stock, went over there, it was there on the peg. Some people are being able to find it in stores, some people aren't. I don't know where you can get it online at the moment. Currently, it's just pre-orders that are out right now. But either way, I'm super excited to get my hands on the Shocker. I've been looking for these figures everywhere, but just taking a look at the box, it's the standard retro stuff. You can see everything right there, but oh man, that looks nice, dude. Back, same stuff, picture, figures, yada yada yada. Let's get this thing off the card and see how cool this Shocker is gonna be. Now, getting Shocker out of the package itself, there's a lot of good, there's very little bad. It has some accessories, so go ahead and take a look at those accessories first. Taking a look at accessories, you can see we have the normal bubbly effects that we've seen on the previous Shocker and many other Marvel Legends before. And then we have two sets of interchangeable hands. We have some fisted and some open hands right here. And these are really nice, I must say so myself. I like this whole silver piece right here. It does have to, it is limited. Of course, you had to sacrifice the wrist pegs down right here because this is all just one standard piece, whereas the previous version it was two separate pieces that would allow for the hinge. But I don't know, at the end of the day, I'm still really happy that they included these because I just caught myself playing with this figure a lot with these gestured hands. I don't know, I think it adds a lot. I'm real appreciative of it. And then getting a look at the bubbly effects, like, yeah, it's the same old stuff. You just go get a fisted hand, loop that around, and you can probably just hook it on down right there. Not the best, not the worst, but it is a-okay. Now for those alternate hands, you can see they do just go ahead and separate at the forearm right here, and just go ahead and grab another hand right here and just go, and that'll snap in right there, and there we go. So like I said, you sacrifice the wrist rotation because it's all one solid piece right there, but at least there is some rotation down right there. So I don't know, I think that's it sucks that it's not there, but it is what it is, and they found a way to make it work. Bringing the focus back over here to Shocker now, you can see that, oh man, this just looks fantastic, man. I don't know, dude. When this was first revealed, I was kind of like iffy about it. I was like, well, I'm happy with the other one that we previously got, but no, I was sorely mistaken. This figure is so fun to mess around and pose with and play with. I mean, just getting a look at these details down in here, you can see the texture on the brown right here, sculpted lines right here that aren't painted, unfortunately, so you might have to get some mods down in on there like that. But it is pinless as well, so that is beautiful to see for this new retro line. And I'm hoping we see the pinless stuff a lot more in future figures. But just getting a look at down right here, the silver pin right here, all the texture and the leather on the boots. It's fire, man. I like it a lot. It sucks that the lines aren't painted though, but that's an easy fix. Anyone could go ahead and just get some type of pen, black or brown Sharpie, and just go in there with the lines, or Sharpie or Gundam marker, whatever is up to your choosing. But yeah, unfortunately on mine though, there is a kind of weird blemish up here, so that's kind of nitpicky. And I do think that he's kind of stumpy, where his neck is kind of not there. But, that's okay. But, man, this Shocker looks great. I'm excited to have it. And it's just, oh, man, there's a lot of fun factor here for me personally. I don't know. I really like the way it looks. Taking a look at the articulation, it is standard for Marvel Legend. We do have a disc hinge, which I prefer disc hinges over the ball joints. But I think getting in some tilt action up here for Shocker, just being as there's no personality. You could have shown a lot of personality with the head tilt. But either way, head looks up that far. Let me get this straight. Looks up that far, down a lot, rotation right here. Shoulders go that far up, rotate all the way around. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. And then I did show off the wrist earlier. Ab crunch down that far. Yeah, you can see it clicks. Oh, it clicks back a lot. Jeez, wow. Waist rotation right here underneath the belt. Hips go out that far. Kick that high. Upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees down right there. There is some calf rotation hidden underneath here, and then ankles move down, up, and there is some ankle pivot. Now for some size comparisons, we do have the previous, I believe it was the Sandman Build-A-Figure Wave Shocker right there with the painted brown lines that were decoed on there. And then we have the Pizza Spidey right here. It is Marvel Legends, it is 6-inch. I don't have a rule or anything to show there. But if you have these figures, then you'll get a good look at what the height is for these, being as Shockers on the Buggy Cat mold. And then we do have the Pizza Spidey mold right here. And then for some other Spider-Man Rogue galleries, we do have the Retro Sandman and the Retro Electro. And I think he fits right in. At first, I kind of thought he was a little too short, but you know what? It didn't bother me. I adjusted, and I thought he looks pretty, I think he looks pretty good. Now right here, we do have the Retro Spidey release and the Pizza Spidey Symbiote Spider-Man that I believe was also in that Sandman wave as a previous Shocker beforehand. I don't have the new Retro Symbiote Spider-Man. I have a friend who has it for me, but it hasn't been shipped out yet, so I'm eagerly waiting for that. But you can see side comparison right here with between those two. At the end of the day, I think this is a great Shocker figure, and I think it's another great retro Spider-Man release. Yeah, there's some nitpicks. I do wish that this had butterfly joints, and of course, I wish that the sculpted lines were painted. But other than that, like, this figure is nearly perfect. I think it's a great Shocker adaptation. It might be some kind of bland to some people, and they might not like the accessories as much, such as like the shocking effects. Some people don't really like those. It would have been cool to get some new effects with them, but sculpt, articulation, fun factor, it all works for me. He looks great fighting Spider-Man. He looks great with other villains. I just love posing this figure around. I think he'll have a really great like presence like on your Spider-Man shelf, whether it's with the villains or with Spider-Man himself. It's just great. In my book, I'm going to give it a rating of a solid 9 out of 10. The biggest gripe being the not painted lines. I wish the lines were painted, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. I still really like the alternate hands. I think I get some great poses and pictures with that. But yeah, that's all I have for Shocker. If y'all want to follow me more on some other social medias, you can go ahead and follow my Instagram and TikTok, both usernames on the screen. Also, if you like the review, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I do want to be more active on YouTube. I'm trying. The more figures I can get, the more reviews I will put out, so we'll see how that goes. But other than that, definitely go pick up the Shocker figure. I got mine from Target. Be on the lookout if you want to search online or go in person. Just stay wary and make sure you can find this Shocker figure because it is definitely a nice one to have on your shelf. Other than that, y'all stay safe and y'all have a great weekend. Thanks. Taking a look at the